going to read you The Secret Covenant. I only have 10 minutes. It's on the Polly Hicks section of CanadaStreetNews.com, and this is dedicated to the Jesuits, the High Masons, and the High Knights of Columbus, and those that have pledged a blood oath allegiance to the Lords.
Hey friends, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nastasia Grace, and I have a major topic for us, and it will actually be split into parts so that I can get the maximum attention from you guys, and also understanding, because sometimes when persons get too much information all at once, I can understand where it's just too much to process. All right, but you know, on this channel we talk about conspiracies, and we talk about things that really make you have to expand your mind and just make you think outside of the box, especially when it comes to the matrix. So we have discussed the matrix a lot on this channel, and when people hear the matrix, they're like, what is the matrix? But we know that there are people, 8 families behind this entire situation that's happening here, and we know that at the end of the day, they are behind the scenes, and they have their puppets, so to say, that are putting on their shows, basically just handling it for them, and they are the ones that are the faces of this evil. But we know what the true evil is, and we know who their father is, right? We know exactly where the root is. But what I want us to get into in this video is how they have planned this to the T, and how every single thing that they have planned is actually happening. Alright, so I'm going to share part 1 of a video with you all that actually is exposing the secrets of these people, and she'll be going through a couple things, but I stopped the video around 3 minutes, and then I will be coming back with my commentary after. Alright, so wait for my commentary.
Hi, it's Dana Horchowski. It is October the 9th, 2009, and I'm going to read you The Secret Covenant. I only have 10 minutes. It's on the Polly Hicks section of CanadaStreetNews.com, and this is dedicated to the Jesuits, the High Freemasons, and the High Knights of Columbus, and those that have pledged a blood oath allegiance to secret societies. The Secret Covenant. An illusion it will be, so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. We will create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be to accomplish one drop at a time, so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the Absolute. We will work together always, and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak until pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways, so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from many of our fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths, and they will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. From all this, their children will be born, and we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, and what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. They will see our products being used in films and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject the poisons into the blood of their children and convince them it's for their help. We will start early on when their minds are young, and we will target their children and what the children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals, and that will kill their mind and steal their future.
Alright, Saints, so I've always said it to you all. These people are playing the long game. And they flourish because they're in secrecy. So when you're upset and when we're seeing all that's happening in the world and people don't have faces, the real faces to put towards, especially us that know that who we're actually seeing on the TV or who they're putting up or who they're sending to jail, prison, aren't the real culprits, right? They're financed by these people, and these people are just in the background and they have their puppets. Now in the video you see they said they want to shorten their or lifespan, God forbid, shorten the population's lifespan and make their minds weaker, and we can see this. We can see their plan actually happening and coming to fruition, because with all of the poisoning, allegedly, all of the poisoning that's happening, all of the things that's in the food, all of this processed meat, processed food, all of these high fructose corn syrup, all of these colors, and some of these colors you do not even want to know where they get these colors from, especially red. So if you want to go ahead and like Google red coloring, yeah, you'll probably see that. But I just want us to zoom in on where she said in the book where they mention the mind, right? Weakening of the mind, and that's very important. That's very strategic, and social media is definitely a major part of that, okay? Where people are just scrolling for hours, and a scientist actually mentioned that scrolling affects the brain. It's called brain rot. When people scroll for hours upon hours, just scrolling, it actually affects the brain. So it's a real thing, it's really happening, and a lot of people do not even know what they're doing to themselves. They wake up, they have brain fog, they don't feel good in their bodies because of what is happening with this social media. And I feel like I'm going to look for the clip of the creator, actually, I think, of the whole social media thing. I think it's TikTok or Instagram. I know that Instagram was sold to Facebook, but one of the creators of these social media platforms, he was asked in an interview if he would make his children have social media, his exact app that he made and sold, and he said absolutely not. So they know what this does to the brain, and they know how it affects us in the long term. Also, I know you heard her mention it's in the air. We've spoken about that, I think, in the last video when I mentioned what they're doing with the air, and when we see the jets flying and the stuff coming out, and then what is the true sky, or the sky that we're seeing, right, that they want us to see, because that's not the sky, that's what they put in the sky, right? So this was from 2009. So as I've always said, they've always had their plans, and these people are in the long game. When we regular people would say, wow, I can't wait, I can't make plans for 20 years from now, or even 5 years from now. A lot of people have problems to plan put a 5-year plan together. These people have no problem putting a 30-year plan together, because why? They know they have their generation that will uphold and will continue the plan and continue their reign, right? That's why you have a lot of inbreeding, or a lot of they keep it inside the families. Like this family and that family, they have a daughter, they have a son, they put them together because of the specific reason, right? So they keep it in the families. So they have no problem having a 30-40 year plan, right? And it actually comes to fruition. Why? Because the generations see it through, right? They're well trained and they see it through. So other from the ear, she also mentions in what we wear, and that's a major thing. I'm going to try and see if I find a video. I did a video on the clothes that we wear, and I know a lot of the listen, a lot of it we have no choice, but jeans and leather are really not good for us in terms of just how it affects us. I don't want to use the word frequency because a lot of people don't even understand that, right? You if you don't have the brain capacity to understand that, but it affects just the synergy of our bodies, right? Because if you look back in the days, they didn't wear jeans, was not even discovered. Even in the 60s, women were, it was cloth, like cloth clothes that were worn. And I know if you look at some elderly people right now, they still don't wear jeans. They wear like the cloth pants for the men, and the women, they just don't wear jeans. It's not a thing. And even back in the Bible days, it was cotton, it was linen and stuff like that. So all of these things that they're pushing, and it's fashionable and it's trendy, yeah, on our side, but on their side, they know what it's doing to our bodies. They know what it's doing to this, our spirit, and what's happening in the spiritual realm, right? So this is just part one. I'm telling you, friends, it's such a insightful, educational, wow. I'm telling you, when we go through this entire series and you see how evil these people actually are, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you won't be as surprised if you have not known how evil these people are. Alright, but let's just say, stay tuned. I love you all so much. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, share if you care, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Love you. The Lord loves you. Jesus is Lord. Bye bye.